Hey guys, it's Gray here, some more Donkey Kong Country Returns. This time we're doing 6-2 through 6-7, so let's go ahead and get started. If you guys are curious what's up with the first level here, 6-2 being beaten already, well, I messed up on a previous recording of this and I accidentally ended up recording it, and then I died on the next level, and I was intending to erase the file and restart, but I accidentally deleted the file I needed to, so I just had to redo this level. Anyway, yeah, let's focus. This first level is a minecart level. Want to be careful here. Time your jumps carefully. This level focuses on that a lot. It's not very hard, but there are a lot of crucial jumps. Like K was not too easy to get. M was kind of easy to get. I believe the O is a little bit harder. I already missed my cue to talk about those a little bit since waited. You gotta bounce right there when you see that in. There's no way you're gonna get it unless you don't. So you can see that tiki right there. Just make sure you bounce off it as high as you can. It may not work on your first try, so don't be frustrated if you mess up. G is also pretty bad. You gotta be ready to time your jump just right so you'll land and collect it, and then you gotta be ready to jump like right after. So sure you're prepared for take that jump. This segment's easy. Just keep watching. When you get close to spikes, jump high enough to get over them without taking yourself and hitting another spike. It'd be hard to mess this segment up, because this segment's not that bad. Ooh, excuse me, I think I got a little bit tongue-tied there for a second, but yeah. This segment of the level's not that hard. This minecart level's pretty tame. So there's 6-2. Hope you had no trouble beating that one, because it's not that bad. Alright, let's go on to the next level, which is 6-3, and that is, I don't remember what the titles are, Wadey Way. Okay, yeah. Like I said, it's been a while since I'd recorded these, so I don't remember the title of all the levels, and even to some degree like what I did in the levels. But I'll still try to get the best commentary I can to help out with these. I want to make sure that this isn't hard to understand. And most of the time in these videos, like what I do to collect these are pretty simple. This one, for example, you kind of got to kill the enemy and just balance it so it'll be up at the top so you can go on. Not that hard. Just needed to get your weight there where it was up there where you could actually reach it. I don't know what you call this thing exactly. It's a seesaw? I'm not sure. I don't think it's a seesaw, actually. I don't remember how they describe these things. It's been a while since I've seen the name for it. Weighing table's like the first thing that comes to mind, but you get the idea. Alright. Yeah, you can notice this level has a lot of mechanics based on weighing things around, and a lot of the platforms fall if you weigh them too down, so you gotta be kind of quick so you don't fall to your death. And you gotta make sure you're patient though, and wait for the right moment. This level is a really interesting level, but I did like it. It's pretty fun. This segment, just take your time, get over that guy. Be ready here, because I believe there might be a Kong glitter here. I'm not entirely certain. I know you ride off on one of these and find one. Just say better to be safe there. So okay, there was nothing. There's still collectibles there like bananas and stuff you want them, but yeah, blast over here. You should have saw the inn in the distance, so make your way over to the spot where the inn is on the left by just being careful, weighing down platforms and moving, and then yeah, there you go. Got to it before you know it. Just make sure you don't weigh one down too much and you can't reach it. Then repeat the same thing to get back over to the barrel. Really easy. Okay, just weigh this down here to go, and then get on the spring and keep moving. Nothing bad. Got a checkpoint, and you're getting very close to the level. If you want, you can actually roll and skip that, but the normal strategy is go down there and break the rock and then weigh it down. I figured I'd try the rolled jump because it looked like it gave you enough space, and it does, so you want to use that as a little bit of a time skip if you can. Might be more helpful on, say, like a speed run of the level when you're doing like the speed challenges, but I've never done those and I'm not going to even try it here. So yeah, sorry, if you're interested in that, you're on your own. Here, you want to kind of weigh this down a little, make it go forward, and then just jump on it right after it and get the G like I did. Easy one, and then you just need to sit still and wait. Right here, yeah, just go for the barrel underneath and you'll be fine. I believe if you take the other barrel, you can get a puzzle piece, but it's not really worth it unless you're trying to go for every single collectible and you want to get the puzzle pieces, so if you're interested in that, I'd say go for it. Alright, and now I went here and just bought the key, so yeah. Let's say this is worth it if you want to unlock all the levels so you can actually see every level in the game. Because you need every Kong letter and you also need to have every key purchased. Alright. I don't remember which one of these, I just remember one of these was like really tough. I think it's this one I was thinking of, but this level is extremely excruciating and mirror mode. Like, it's not that bad normally because you have the whole 4 hits if you have Diddy and still 2 if you have Donkey Kong, but you go to this level in mirror mode, this level can kill you so quickly because there's all sorts of damage sources around, so even though this level isn't like super challenging, I'd still say be careful because this level can throw your guard off, and right when you think you're safe, you take damage and you can get killed pretty easy if you're not paying attention. So a bit of tricky jumps here, so keep your eyes peeled and don't jump unless you know you're clear. Just try to avoid the giant spiked balls. Like I said, like that just there that happened, that giant spiked ball, like this will trick you into thinking you're safe when you're not, so kind of watch for signs that you know you can jump. Unless you're going on those platforms, then you want to make sure the entire set of jumps is safe first. Here, just bounce off that bone guy and try to get up there, not too hard. Now this is just watching, going with the right timing, and trying to react before a spiked ball can hit you. That's really all there is to it there. Just wait. Yeah, this level involves a lot of waiting and then jumping. You can afford to be kind of reckless on it on your first time when you're not really playing in mirror mode because you have all your health, so it doesn't hurt to be a little reckless, even though you still want to be careful. There's where you go down by slamming the ground. Just make sure you don't miss the end if you're going after Kong letters. Then wait and keep going. I believe there's a puzzle piece over to the left there, but I didn't really care about collecting it because I was only mostly interested in just getting all of the Kong letters, so there's that if you want to look. I might be wrong about the puzzle piece, but I'm pretty sure there is one. Okay, this is simple. Just wait, make sure you know when there's enough space to go, then quickly get in the hidey hole and just duck down. Don't go until you know it's safe though if you want to avoid damage. And then there you go. Got through that. There's still 2 or 3 more segments like that, so be prepared to duck down and sit and wait in these holes a lot. Not a whole lot to say here, really. It's mostly just waiting for the right second. That part there is extremely easy to mess up on. If you don't do it just right, you can take damage and eventually get killed or lose Diddy or just lose a heart in general. This part's pretty bad about that too, but as long as you're careful and keep your pattern, then you'll be fine. This, I'd say, is pretty forgiving, like, especially if you have Diddy. Like, I was able to just roll out of there without any issue. You just have Donkey Kong, you have to go in the middle and wait for the right timing and then rush before it can catch up with you, so, yeah. Anyway, that was 8-4, and now we'll be going down to 8-5. Now here we are at 6-5, Precarious Plateau. Meant to say 6-4. I don't know why I'm saying 8. Anyway, here we go. Okay, this level I believe is, yeah, it's focused on a lot of really interesting jumps where you're waiting on objects a lot. I believe this level incorporates Rambulator, like the beginning part. You just kind of sit around and wait for these spiked balls and jump at the right moment. Nothing hard to do here. The jumps get harder in this level too, like really hard. Actually, maybe I take that back a little bit because Rambi is optional in this, and if you don't know where to look, you won't really run into him. It doesn't make it completely clear where he's at, and I didn't collect him here either. He does make the level hard, and a lot easier, not harder, excuse me. It makes it a lot easier and you can get by a lot faster with them, but see here, I can just keep going. As long as you're going at a reasonable pace and not going too slow, this level is pretty simple. Okay, this end is a little bit tricky, but not too bad. What it is, you just want to jump and immediately jump right after, and then quickly land and get off of it. Like, you don't get a lot of time, so really make sure you take a fast jump and then get back on the platform and get off like as soon as you can. This end level will capitalize on your speed a lot. It's like, just do everything you can, and that tiki there, make sure you bounce on it before you land on the platform, because if you don't, chances are you will not get that G. Alright, this part's easy. Just keep going at your own pace. Kind of roll if you need to. Just don't get hit by the blades. Just take it easy and try to avoid getting hit, really. There's nothing to worry about there. And there you go, 6-5. Fairly tame level overall. The biggest problem with this is if you fall to your death. Alright, 6-6 Crumble Canyon. Can't remember a whole lot. I remember this level, though, did actually live up to its name, where you see a lot of things crumble here. Like, there's rock. I believe these are just like rock slides. I don't know what else you'd refer to them as, but yeah, you can see the environment changing around you, and makes this level kind of treacherous. It's nothing too bad. The slipping can kill you if you're not careful, though. Like, just make sure you're ready to jump in advance is the key. Also, at this cade, kind of be ready to jump just as soon as you get to that cade, jump so you don't fall and try to get back upwards. Otherwise, you probably will plummet to your death. Right here, you probably just need to be careful with your timing and avoid the tiki. It's not that tough. There's a puzzle piece for you if you want to try and collect it with a bounce. I didn't bother doing it even though I tried to. It's really about timing it carefully. There's your O, just get it and jump. It's not that hard. You don't have to go out of your way to collect it. Kind of messed up and lost Diddy, but he was like right there, so. This level places the barrel in a pretty convenient spot. This level is pretty simple. Right there you can see there was a barrel that I missed that would have led me to a puzzle piece. I didn't even notice that when I was playing it, I don't think, because I was mainly focused on just getting the Kong letters, but I'll try to point out puzzle pieces at times when I see them, or at least areas that should lead to puzzle pieces. Okay, so yeah, make sure you're ready at the end of that jump. That's the case for a lot of these like really inclined slopes. You just want to be ready and try to get off the jump as quick as you can. Alright, this segment prioritizes speed. This boulder will kill you if you're not quick, or I'm not sure if it's actually a boulder or what it is. I thought it was a boulder when I first seen it, and to my knowledge, I believe it is, but whatever, that doesn't matter. That jump there at the end, try to grab that in, like, at the end of your jump. Just make sure you're careful in getting it, because you can miss it pretty easy. Keep going, don't go too fast, though, and try to make sure you're safely landing your jumps, but at the same time, don't slow down, because this giant boulder, rock, or whatever this thing is will crush you if you're too slow. Easy to get rid of it though and get past it. And there you go, you've beaten the level. It's not that bad. Alright, one more level left in this video, and that's 6-7. So, we'll be waiting until we get to it, but here we go. Kind of get tricked by the game here a little bit if you aren't playing it for the first time. So most people would assume you'd get access to the boss right away, but no, the game tricks you anyway. This is 6-7, Tippy Shippy. This is one of the harder levels in World 6, easily. This level is all about your timing. Like, I say that about a lot of levels, but this one really prioritizes it. Got a weird mechanic I don't think I've seen in any of the other levels, where there are these ships, like in the description, where they fire and you have to jump on them. Because they'll have these little planks out, and you want to time your jump really carefully. It's kind of hard to describe it, but you'll see what I'm talking about soon, and you have to watch the timing super carefully, which makes this a pain. See right there for the K, just kind of jump up and grab it. This is what I was talking about the timing earlier. You want to make sure you just understand the pattern and watch and know when to jump. So like try to count the seconds or whatever and keep a way of knowing when it's going to go off. That's what I would do, like just to myself. Okay, this is an easy part. Just keep going and bouncing off those squids that aren't electrocuted or electrified or whatever you would say there. I suppose electrified, but whatever. Keep going. Just make sure you're watching this pattern here, otherwise you probably will die. Like, you can see there that you had to go backwards at one point. Try to observe it and make sure you know what you're doing before you take the plunge towards it, because if you don't, you may end up dying pretty easily. This level likes to really mess with the player, and it can kill you pretty easy because of that. Alright, these crabs here are a little annoying. Just try to avoid them. Get to the vine as quickly as you can. There you go. Out of that area with the crabs. And this is a little more relaxed. You just have to be careful and land on the squid the right second. Actually, even if you get to land on the squid, you can probably just jump straight to the cannon. But yeah, keep going. And might have to stomp the crab. I think this area also requires like very, very careful observation, because I believe the cannons will go back again, where you can see a plank of wood and it'll go back, but I might be mistaken. Okay, no, it wasn't this area. It's up ahead, I believe, though. There's at least 2 areas like that in this level, where it's not just cannons shooting and you get to go straight forward. There's at least one other segment where it'll go backwards and you have to go backwards with it. So watch carefully. I believe this is actually the part. If it's not the part here, I believe it's like right after. Okay, yeah, this is it. So you can see what happened. Just watch. Get on the first one, then get on the second one, then go back, and then you need to go and get on the third one after the second one shoots again. It's not that hard. Or you can just wait until you know the pattern's done and it won't go backwards. Really not that tough as long as you're careful. This part kind of sucks after you get in this cannon here, because everything starts to fall and you don't get a lot of time, so you just have to rush and get over on these platforms as fast as you can to the exit. If you're not like right on your feet, you might die. And there you go. That's most of World 6. There's still a little bit left. Like, still have 6A, 6B, and I have 6K. So those will be covered in the next video. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.